Part 6, Chapter 6, Part B. Homeowners Basic Form IBC 1151. Exclusions. Properties not insured. Building or structure under business or farming, because that goes under commercial. Property governed for fairground, exhibition, or expo sites. Properties illegally acquired or by fraud, vacant over 30 days. Below 30 days is okay. And will not cover for any vandalism or malicious acts, water hammer, damaged glass breakage, intentionally left by the insured. International or criminal act created by the insured who is actually insured on the policy. Property caused by oil spill will not be covered. So these are not covered by the insured. Property is not covered for the insured by the insurer. Homeowners forms. What is most common characteristics is easy to understand the insurance policy, to locate answers quickly, and for clients by the brokerage or the agent on the homeowners forms. Policy defines uniform. Most important to know who is the insured on the policy. It will have the name, address, the name of the spouse or children, anybody under the age of 21 and attending school will be the responsibility of the insured. Okay, so the declaration page, uniform, defines declaration page includes families in the same residence, the name of the person on the policy, the nature of adoptive parent or child, at least 1 year, name of the spouse for 3 years, common law up to 5 years, attending school 21 years and older. 21 years old. So there's two coverage sections. One is section 1, one is section 2. We're going to discuss on section 1. Section 1 coverage is property coverage. 4 coverages provided on homeowners form. Coverage A for the dwelling building. Coverage B for the detached private structure. Coverage C is personal property. Coverage D is additional living expense. So that is under A, B, C, and D. C and D is for tenancy policy. Section C, you get special limits for fur coat. Coverage A and D is up to 4,000 as inclusive. Pretty good. Section 2 will be a liability coverage and is covered on Chapter 10. Automatically coverage by the homeowners forms on every single one. Coverage E is policy liability, personal liability, payment to third party. Coverage F is voluntary medical payments, not including overseas until you have a separate policy. Coverage G is voluntary payment for damage to property and caused by third party. Coverage H is voluntary compensation for residential employees who are also have WCB, which is no fault policy, and that is very good for the employers. Underwriters homeowners forms, additional premium using valuation guide. This you will see it with every single agents. Coverage A, dwelling, is 200,000. Coverage B, detached home, 200,000 multiplied by 10%, which will be 20,000, added to the 2,000. Coverage C, property, personal property, 70 to 90% on top of the 200,000. Coverage C, D, living expense be 200,000 multiplied by 20%, so additional 40,000. Coverage E is personal liability 1 million. Coverage F, voluntary medical is 1,000. Damage to property is 500. Compensation employees WCB, which is a no fault policy. Extension of coverage. Additional coverage provided to all insured under the homeowners form. Debris removed 5%. Property is removed protected from loss 30 days. Moving to any other location is 30 days. Fire department expenses 1,000 and deductible not applied. Change of temperature resulting from physical damage to the dwelling or equipment. Freezer food after 2000 due to power failure or lightning, caused by lightning. Exclusion on freezer food, spoiled or food due to operation or circuit breakage of use and intentional disconnection or mechanical breakdown is not covered. Tear out, torn apart due to water damage inside the dwelling not causing by swimming pool or public water mains will be covered. And these are extension if you want to buy them. Additional lock replacement or rekeying is $500 only after reporting to authorities. Without that is not covered. Basic of claim payment within 180 days to make the claim. So if there was damage caused to your accounts or to your insurance, to the insurance, you have 180 days to cover that. So deductible applies to actual cash value policy and or replacement cost basis unless otherwise stated on the personal property policy coverage C. Dwelling, building, and detached private structure of your home applies to repair and replacement cost without deductions for depreciation as per policy for the insured, based on guaranteed replacement cost, full cost of repair or replacement, subject to underwriter requirements, coverage A and B. If no repair replacement payment for dwelling and detached private structure will be actual cash value with deductible. Usually it goes for the personal stuff. Unit improvement and betterment. For condominium policy, these can vary between insurers and if improvements were done by the insured will increase the value of the unit. Coverage for original carpeting, wall paneling, and other fixtures within the amount of insurance for the condominium corporation building policy. Before we go on to section 1, I would like to finish this and I will go on to section 1 separately.